Yo, what's up, everybody? We're back. We have a lot of energy because I've been on vacation for 5 days.
And it's
Shep's
early
balding,
in the day.
so he's pissed off about it. It's hot out, so he's pissed off about it.
Yes.
I love the heat. Corvette's running good.
Worked up.
Just got back from Watkins Glen. So rock on. Cup race sucked. The trucks in the Xfinity races were phenomenal. Ty Gibbs is a legend already, and at one point I'm pretty sure Kluge and I had him in a practice, so we're pretty legendary ourselves, I guess. Isn't that right?
So that was your preview of the episode. It was your impromptu speed run.
We got torrential downpour at the Glen Saturday night from 7 to 11. Everything was wet, like Shep's pussy.
Bussy.
Bussy, sorry. We had a kind of stupid race for this Monday with the truck boys. It was Bristol dirt, and no one likes that, so that kind of sucked for us. But it was okay. We have 3 out of 4 guys in the playoffs, so that's good. Rock on. We'll be back. I think there's still 7 races left. 6 races left. I think that's what they said. So that's pretty dope. Yeah, that was kind of my preview. IndyCar raced at Nashville, the Nashville Grand Prix, which is like through the town or the city of Nashville.
Oh,
pretty awesome. I didn't really get to watch anything. Again, I was at Watkins, so I didn't really get to see anything. But I heard there was some controversy in the restarts and stuff. But the coolest part about it is that they needed divers in the water, just in case someone went over a bridge, because they had a bridge there. That's pretty cool.
God, could you imagine having that job? You're just straight up. They're like, hey, just chill in the water for this race.
Yeah,
just hang out,
just in case the car goes over.
Just going for a little swim.
But if the car goes over, save them.
Yeah, and then probably get paid fucking dummy money.
Yeah.
To do it.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
That'd be cool.
What happened to you this weekend? What do we got? What you got?
What happened to me this weekend? I worked.
It's true.
I did 4 12-hour shifts in a row. Not fun. With that, and then this, dude, I got my course evaluations today. For the end of my summer semester, and I fucking flamed my anatomy professor.
I love when they I hate them when it's fine or whatever. You know, I don't want to do these. I'm not gonna do them. Cool. And then you had the ones that are like, this guy was an asshole. He's done for.
I literally does it do anything? Probably not. But do I feel a lot better after doing it? Absolutely. Like, I straight up was like, is there anything you want us to know about the class? I said, class is pretty much pointless. Because I mean it is. My thing is, I told him, I said it shouldn't be offered in a 5-week section. Am I glad that I was able to do a full-blown biology anatomy class in 5 weeks? Absolutely, because then it doesn't take me a whole semester of pain and anguish to do it.
Yeah.
But in terms of actually learning anything, you don't. When you are getting shit thrown at you.
Yeah, you have 3 modules in a week.
And you literally, the amount of homework and tests that he had, you had so much homework and shit that you had to do that you never got time to study any of the tests. So you just memorized as much information as you could, spit it out for the exams, and then you don't remember a thing.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much exactly what I said. I said poorly structured, way too much work to do. If you're going to slam it in that much of a section, you should give people more time to actually study and learn material. You shouldn't throw a metric fuck ton of homework at them and expect them to do all of it. Because it ain't going to happen. All of my time has been spent making sure I get these lab reports done that I haven't been able to study for any of the tests.
Yeah.
So I'm literally going in blind and hoping to fuck that I can get it.
You remember at least enough of it.
Right. So it's it's not helping. And if somebody were to ask me to recite this information, no shot.
Yeah.
There's no way. And I'm like... So I just fucking...
I know that you've never been the person to look down on online classes, but we obviously know people who have, and I just want you to there's you now have a new a sense of respect for taking a full semester in a way shorter amount of time. Because it's not your first time doing it.
No,
I've done this, but I've been made fun of so often because I'm taking online. I do triple the work in half the time.
Yeah, here's the thing. When you do a full semester online, those are nice.
Right. But most people's online courses aren't full semesters.
Not. Yeah. So the only time the full semester is online is when we had the unique case of COVID.
Right.
So everybody's, so people that have done that are like, oh, I've taken online classes. They're easy. A full semester online is easy because it's not like you're taking all your tests online. You don't have to go in. Like, it's easier than doing an in-person class. But cramming shit is like in small periods of time all online is it's a pain in the ass. And then on top of having to work full time and it's its own animal. Will I say that it's any more or less difficult than what I did? Absolutely not. Like, cause the shit that I did at U of R, it was fucking hard. I was talking to somebody the other day and they were one of the nurses on my floor, and I was telling him like some of the classes I had to take and like some of my tests and my final schedule and like some of the shit that I was learning. And he's like, I'm a registered nurse and I don't know half the shit that you learned like at that school. So, I mean, it was intense, but in its own right, even this little rinky dink community school doesn't pale in comparison to U of R, but this was hard. It was very difficult because it was so much in such a little time. And this wasn't the only class I was taking. I was also taking a writing class. So I had to do like papers and all this other shit while working like overnight shifts. I was guaranteed at least one, like 24 to 48 hours of no sleep every week for like the 5 weeks I was doing it. I was guaranteed at least one day where I just didn't sleep because I had to work and then I had class and tests and fucking. So I was just up. Like, so it's definitely not. Fuck off if you say that it's easier. It's not easier.
It's harder and it's on a different rate. Or it's just as hard.
Like, is it easier because you don't have to actually physically go to the class, take notes, and do it? Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
but like, they make up for it. Trust me.
All right, shoving shit down your throat.
Yeah.
Writing a 30-page paper in 6 weeks class.
Yeah. No.
And
while having other shit that you're doing
in that class, I still have to do other case reports.
And then you got
crimes.
And then I have another bills class to pay and work to do, and
work 40 hours.
I could not have worked and done U of R.
Yeah,
like that was its own little pocket of time where I could avoid working responsibility and just focus on school. I don't get that luxury anymore.
No.
So
the real world sucks.
It's not like it's. And I had to do this like in my writing class. They made me do this like self-evaluation where I talked about that. Like, kind of went on to say, like, kudos to anybody who's doing, because a lot of these kids in these community classes, because these are like prerequisite courses, they're like 18.
Yeah.
They're straight out of high school. They're, you get your select few that are, I got a few kids or I'm going back to school or whatever. But for the most part, they're 18. So it's like, just know that when you're fresh out of high school, you got a little window of, you can...
Or be like me and just go right to full-time.
Right. You also did...
I went a
very
weird way about doing life. But
you did
it was
shit a lot
the way
sooner,
I wanted to do
I
it.
think, than most kids our age did. You know what I mean?
Had a house at 21.
Yeah, so like...
Actually had a house at 20.
It's not... It's a different... Like,
a whole different ballgame.
I went to school and I was secluded. Like, I was in my own little realm. I could play sports. I could, do all this other shit. And I enjoyed it, but it was also one of those... I mean, my anthropology professor told us in my freshman year, he's like, all colleges is just another 4 years of you putting off adult responsibilities. And I was like, you're not wrong. It really was. No. But now it's like, nope, figure it out.
Yeah.
Do school and everything else. So, pain in the ass. That's pretty much all I've been doing. My last week is this week. I got tests Friday, so thank fuck. And then I'm done.
And you're done.
So, and it was just,
Are you done with, like, is that you're done or no? You have to wait
No, I got one in the fall, just one class.
Okay.
And then nursing school.
Right.
Which will be about a year, so.
Cool. You're on your way.
pretty scary. Could you tell the people in our class, like, hey, he's a nurse, he takes care of people? What do you think half of them would say? Oh, God.
Does he take care of himself?
Yeah, no, like, fucking...
That was mean.
No, you got to be like...
Oh, can he fit through the hospital? Oh.
Yeah, that one, yeah. But it would also be like, I don't know if I trust this motherfucker.
I wouldn't. No, not at all. Fuck you.
You don't want me wiping your ass, boy?
No, you'd be somehow shoving protein into my food and whatnot and doing stupid things.
Hey,
that was Dusty. Oops.
I gotta do what I gotta do to keep you healthy.
Halfway. All right, breaking news.
I'm balding.
No, that wasn't breaking news.
That's what... Well, I had to...
No, Cuomo's gone, baby.
Yeah.
Cuomo's gone.
This is not a political statement. This is just they doinked him for
Being
sexual...
a bitch.
What did they say? Harassment or assault?
I think it was...
What did they classify it as?
Harassment allegations.
Okay.
So it's harassment until... I think until they have proof of him touching.
Did they not, though? I thought that's what...
It was all mouth.
Oh.
They need video or like hard evidence. I think. I'm pretty sure they need
okay.
hard
Well,
evidence.
but beside the point, our president and speaker of the House came out and both said that he needs to resign. They are both part of his political party, so he's pretty much been...
Black sheep.
You've been shut the fuck off from your federal assistance.
Yep.
And
he did say, the best way I can help now is if I step aside and let the government get back to the government.
yeah, so
he's still denying that he did it.
well, he's going to.
Or denying that he did anything wrong, let alone did it.
He's going to. I will say one thing about him and his way of doing things. He's very mob-esque, and we talked about that.
Yep.
So even if
we talked about that he actually has ties to the mob, so it makes sense that he's mob-esque.
Even if there's like legitimate proof that comes out that he did it, he's still gonna say he didn't. So
Till the end of time.
I've always been a proponent of whether you like the guy or not, you do something wrong, get the fuck out. And that's what happened.
Yep. And that's our same view with Watson. If he's proven to be guilty of anything, get the fuck out. If not,
yeah, whether or not you like him as a quarterback, pointless.
Yeah.
If he did something wrong, bye. Although, did you hear about who said that they were offering to trade him, or there was talks about it? What, didn't Kluge say that?
Yeah, there's rumors that Philly and Houston are in talks.
Philly's on some dumb shit.
Hilarious because of how much emphasis they put on Jalen Hurts as their QB.
Yeah, Philly doesn't know Philly doesn't know up from down. They're fucking
no. They won't do it. They won't complete this trade because, again, no one wants someone who has those allegations.
I don't know. Philly might. They're that fucking stupid.
I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you.
Why?
You cut back a word that you were going to say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know.
You did good. Yes, they've made some real dumb trades and dumb things like that, but I'm
going to hope that they're not that dumb.
They won't. I can't see them committing to someone who's possibly committed.
We got to talk about your Colts, brother.
Nope.
Where's that jersey you got?
It's still over there. Just waiting. He'll be fine. Everyone's so like, oh my God.
Well, it's 5 weeks, right?
It's 5 to 12 weeks. I totally I get that. That's a huge range of time.
Yeah, but
it could be 5 weeks, and he could be ready by the end of preseason.
I can tell you though the nature and progression of like football injuries at that high of a level, even at the college level, I've seen it. They give you that amount of time after your 5 week period. You're effectively can't do any harm to any surgery or healing that's already happened.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of can your body handle it.
The Colts each NFL organization has amazing staff members.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
That know how to get stuff done.
Once he gets past that initial hump of healing.
We need to look at Adrian Peterson. He took a 15-month recovery time and turned it into 6.
Yeah, and now get me wrong, there's a lot of drugs involved in that, but
there is.
It's one. So like I'm saying, he has 5 weeks. You're going to get your initial healing done. And then that 5 to 12 week window is, can you like how your body is reacting to the injury. If you still hurt from what happened,
You wait it out a little bit.
we're going to wait. We're going to try to doctor you up, and then ease you into play. But if you hit that 5-week point and you're feeling pretty good, we're going to test it out, stress test it, see how it is. We're going to work you out. We're going to do all this other shit. Because like he was saying, training is insane at that level. You know, each person has their own trainer. They got staff doctors, so they'll x-ray it probably multiple times before he actually steps on the field again. So they will. Yes, it's a big period of time, but also yes, it's not going to be the full 12
Here's
weeks.
the thing that people also don't fully grasp is that the Colts, not with having this information of 5 to 12 weeks and knowing that Carson has a little bit of an injury, whatever, and knowing the capabilities and what we've seen already, the love he has for the team. They are they're going to be very happy with if they have to wait an extra couple weeks, they'll do it. One, the trade clause that they have with Philly is if he doesn't make 70% or 75%, one of those, I think it's 70% of the snaps throughout the season, and they make the playoffs, we only give them a second round. Well, and third, but if last year's third, this year's second. But if he is over 70% of the snaps and we make the playoffs, we give them a first. Because in that instance, it would be worth it for us. So in this situation, they might only play him half a game, and in the progression of his recovery,
because it's also beneficial to their
right. So as long as like the first half we play really well and we have faith in our two backup guys, which they seem to have faith in our two backup guys, they'll only play him a little bit, get him his rest, get him off the field. We now are saving ourselves a first round draft pick.
It's also
all he has to do is I don't know, play half a game. For
it's also 5 weeks from preseason too,
right?
Which only puts you into you're talking maybe week 2, 3, maybe 4 of the regular season.
Yeah,
like we're not talking
isn't that big of a deal.
We're not talking 5 to 12 weeks in the regular season. That's a 10-game stratch,
and we're already 3 weeks in. And preseason hasn't started till this week.
Yeah, so you're not really
a weekend.
Yeah, no, because the Pittsburgh game, that was just the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
We talk about my Pittsburgh boys repping in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. Bill Cowher was a little
first off. Oh, you're saying in the Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Fame game. I was like, first off,
no.
No one cares.
No,
yeah, Bill Cowher.
I think Rudolph played that game, didn't he?
Oh, obviously.
Yeah,
Ben doesn't play a single preseason game. He's too fat.
He should.
He needs to practice.
Yeah, he fucking blows.
Although Najee looks pretty good. Najee, you're a new running back.
Yeah,
he's looking pretty talented.
I need a running back, man. We haven't had a running back since fucking the boss.
Well, Le'Veon.
Yeah.
Le'Veon was really good.
Yeah, but
was really good.
Bettis was my boy. I went to his restaurant when I was in Pittsburgh. If he wasn't there, I would have fucking nutted if he was there.
Yeah, of course he would have.
He's the man, dude. He embodies the person that is like a very good, like typical Pittsburgh person too, like just hard worker, humble person. Yeah. Bell was like, "Fuck you, give me money," and then all of Pittsburgh was like, "Get him out of here."
And then your entire team turned into that.
Yeah, right. JuJu.
What?
Fucking loser.
You say JJ Watt?
JuJu.
Oh, JuJu.
I hate him.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's not that good. And he fucking is so full of himself.
It's ridiculous. He had to take a pay cut. That should tell you that this.
He wanted to.
Right, like because he knew anywhere else he would either play as the third guy.
Yeah, he wouldn't get any reps,
or he'd be,
or he just flat out wouldn't get the ball.
Wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. So.
He knows he's got him by the balls.
Claypool is the one.
Yeah, facts.
He's too talented.
That kid's good.
I'm
gonna find it.
The Olympics are done. We won.
Was there any question to that?
Yeah, for a little bit. We barely swiped the gold rank.
I did see that actually.
39-38. But go USA. You're the best always. I'm hoping the 24 Olympics will be I think everybody is in that weird stage of we're still kind of wishy-washy on how we feel about each other. And then obviously COVID, I'm talking about the U.S., by the way.
I thought you meant like between the countries. I was like, what?
No. And then COVID, so it just didn't feel like we were all as prideful as we could have been. But
yeah, I definitely didn't get like resounding. It usually seems like regardless of where we are.
And it didn't help that, the whole Sha'Carri Richardson and Simone Biles
yeah,
shit,
but still,
all
like,
that happened.
it seems like regardless of where we are politically as a country,
normally we can stand, like,
the Olympics were usually like,
and we're like, go USA.
Yeah, we're like, fuck them up, show them how powerful we actually are. And I didn't really get a lot of that. So yeah, I agree. I'm a little meh about that one.
Yeah. But again, there's no fans there. The broadcast, the time zone was so different. You weren't allowed to even fucking post videos of it because the IOC was coming after everybody.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ, you gotta love fucking Tokyo.
It's just stupid. But yeah, and it wasn't Russia. It was the ROC. Like, I want U.S. versus Russia.
Yeah,
come on. U.S., Russia, China, Great Britain.
Yeah, but
those are your four leaders.
Russia's on the fucking chopping block from their fucking. Yeah, rocking them roids, baby. Yeah. So,
speaking of roids, there's the 4x100 meter relay team from Italy that won.
They get pinched? Were they popping?
One of them might have been.
Wow.
The dude ran a second faster than his best time, just in the Olympics. Like, his best time less than a year ago was a second slower.
Okay.
Which, whatever, you can work hard and you might be able to.
Yeah, but it's a little sus.
But he's also like 30 pounds heavier.
Sussy baka.
Stop.
Sussy baka.
Stop it. Dude, we kind of blew through
road. No. No.
Oh, right. You have not poggers, I'd imagine.
No. This is my worked up point for the day.
Worked up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a boxing match. Okay.
We do?
Yeah. LeBron James.
Oh, he's not actually boxing.
No. This is theoretical. LeBron James with 2 years of training versus prime Mike Tyson.
Yeah, this is a joke.
Fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? Give LeBron 10 years. I don't give a fuck. Prime Mike Tyson all the way. What do you mean?
Yeah, that was real dumb.
It was funny because the post that I picked this out from was on Instagram, and the caption above it was, "Bron fans are so delusional. What the fuck is this question?" Very fitting comment because
that is a ridiculous statement.
I don't know whoever. This was pulled from a legitimate Instagram account that posted this as like a theoretical question, and it's like, no, that's not even in the realm of.
They legitimately believe that LeBron can play in any sport and be the best athlete in any sport.
Fucking Mike Tyson is a dog, dude. He will fuck you so sideways.
Yeah,
like
if he went into any fighting sport, he'd get his ass kicked because he flops and he doesn't know how to take it.
I know, yeah, he's a pussy. No, straight up, Mike Tyson's the guy that sticks a bat in your ass sideways. Like you fucking
makes it fit.
Yeah,
for sure.
He is so like.
Even right now, I think he could probably beat him.
Yeah, like you can't. I don't even think
he's old, but
I don't think there's a boxer.
His pound for pound punch. No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They said prime Mike Tyson. Prime Mike Tyson was fucking gross.
Yeah.
Like no.
He beat three of the biggest names in history.
You're a little better saying,
right?
Fucking old man Mike Tyson. Like, okay, maybe because he's fucking old, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't even think you could pick a modern day box. I don't know any of it, but like I don't even think you could pick a modern day.
That Great Britain dude. I think his name.
Who he'd be able to beat.
What?
Like, I don't even think there's a modern day boxer that if you gave LeBron 2 years of boxing training that he'd be able to beat.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about who could try to compete with.
No,
Tyson.
I mean, isn't he in like Tyson Fury's fucking weight class? Like, isn't he heavy?
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Heavy.
Joshua. I don't know his last name, but he's a fighter. And I to me, I guess he's kind of the only one I really know too.
Well, like Fury, for example, he's like the big name of all the big boys right now. right? And like,
he's retired, but yeah.
well, yeah, he's gonna fight what's his fuck again though.
Who's what's his fuck?
Wilder.
Is he?
Yeah, they're fighting a third time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it got postponed because he got sick. He got COVID.
Oh.
But they were gonna do it. I think it's gonna be towards the end of this year. So, like, those two are big names with the big boys.
Yeah.
But like, even them, I'm not like compared to fucking old school Mike Tyson.
No,
like, they're good, but they're not like
old school boxing was so different, and they had so like him and Ali were. How are you gonna?
Yeah, it's funny because I have like
him, Ali, Foreman, like they were all.
Yeah,
just
I have
so
one of
good.
those. I have one of those like boxing games, so it like has all the old. It was back when Jones Jr.
He could even
was
be Rocky.
Yeah, it was. That was like a perfect fucking TikTok fuckboy face.
I try.
That was like spot on. You've been practicing in the mirror.
Yeah.
You got to get the. There's one. There was one video I saw of these two kids, and they were like, and they do that like they bite their lip, or they like do that like they shit with their tongue. Yeah. So they were showing this video, and then it had these two older guys that were imitating, and they were just like.
And it's so true.
Flicking their tongue out. It's really funny.
God.
God, we're that group of old people that make fun of the little fuck. Yeah.
She.
Oh my God, we're gonna start a TikTok, everybody.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna start a TikTok. I'm gonna be dancing with my shirt off. Gotta get me the fucking. I don't even know the song.
No, we should bring back.
I'm gonna dance like Addison Rae. I'm a fucking.
Could you imagine? What is that? What is that one where the dummy? No, not dummy. The mannequin challenge. Where it's just like.
Oh yeah.
We should bring that back.
No, you know what I'm gonna bring back? I'm gonna go crunch on a Tide Pod.
That was not our generation. I mean, it was, but it was like 3 or 4 years older, younger than us. I mean, stupid ass fucks.
I hate it.
As you can see, we're a little on the
light side of information today.
Yeah, wild bullshit. We're here. Okay, so actually, the one thing I do want to talk about is that we had a pretty good reception of last week's take.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel good because we were a little worried that it wasn't going to come out the right way.
Sean was like making it sound like he was gonna fucking
be against us, and I was like, "No, you're wrong."
Yeah,
and
then
he
he talked about something that we didn't really even touch on.
Yeah,
like I completely agree with him, 100%. What he was talking about,
yeah.
But it was also like we
were
really
talking about it being used as an excuse.
Yeah,
and he was saying, "Stop saying it's not real,"
right,
or whatever.
Like I agree with that.
In a way, he was saying it differently, but it wasn't like saying we were saying it that way.
Right. I was expecting him to touch on what we talked about a little more, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
But to add, one of our lovely team members wanted to point out that if somebody's dealing with something, don't tell them that like it's good. What did he say? Like it's hurting your loved ones or some shit like that?
Yeah. So, okay. We were on the topic of, obviously we're a big advocate for suicide prevention and whatnot. And Sean was like, the one of the worst things you can do to someone who feels like they're suicidal or have really bad thoughts is say, you're only going to hurt your family. Because in their head...
yeah, thanks for the shovel of extra shit.
Yeah.
He's right. Like,
in their head, they're already like, no one wants me here. No one cares. So why not? Like, again, this is not someone who's in the rational thought at the moment. They're in a very dark place that they most of the time can't control or whatever. And their mindset is, no one wants me here. No one's happy that I'm here. So let me make it easier for myself or whatever. Again, this is just what they're thinking at that time.
Right.
Not saying it's the most rational thought. I'm just saying this is what they're thinking.
Right.
Because they're in that state of mind. And then for you to say, don't do that because you're only going to upset me, makes it worse because now to them, no matter what they do in their life, it'll only bother you. You don't care. what they're going through. You just care that they're around to be a body for you to have around in your.
Well, and that's
I
think that's ultimately the thing. I think a lot of people feel like they're going to trigger something in somebody else's mind if they, in some vain attempt to try to get somebody to think other than themselves. Because like inherently, when somebody's going through mental health issues, it's very like obviously they're not thinking of other people because they're dealing with
they're overthinking the other people and not thinking of themselves at all.
Right. So you could flip on either side. So in the case of you're thinking about other people too much, if somebody tells you like, oh, you're only going to hurt them, that's just making how you feel about the whole thing worse.
Yeah.
And then if you're inside and you're dealing with like your own shit and whatever, somebody's saying, oh, you're going to make it, you're going to make it hard for me if you do this. It's like it's like, okay, well, it's not about you. You know what I mean? Like
that's the thing. So
it's about instead of making me feel guilty for feeling the way that I feel about it.
Try to help me find ways to be better. Don't.
That's the thing, because it's like you're not. Somebody might think they're helping, and the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's a teaching moment for people that are dealing with somebody that has this issue. Don't roll up and be like, "Oh, this is difficult for me." Like, don't, because it's not about you. Okay, make it about the person that's struggling.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you say that it's difficult for you, then it's like the person that's struggling is like, well, you're not thinking of me at all. So it's just solidifying my
idea that I'm alone.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to be, dude, it's a difficult thing. And I learned this even with like my relationship with Dominique and stuff. Because she was like, we were talking about something really early on. And I was like talking to her about it. And she's like, she said something like, oh, you don't have to say something. You could just be there and listen. And I was like, you know what?
There's
good point.
There's so many
I feel like
people that need that.
sometimes a lot of people always try to
fix
it or talk through it or rationalize it or give their opinion about something. And sometimes somebody just wants you to listen.
Just be there. Yep.
So I was like, you know what? That was a teaching moment for me. I learned something there. Like, yeah, you're right. I don't always have to have a rebuttal.
Yep.
You don't always have to try to help somebody. You just be there and listen. So,
yeah.
Kudos to Sean for his input.
Absolutely.
My boy. I love you, but I don't.
Love you. I love to hate you.
Yeah. Is that no? What was that video Kluge sent us? I didn't see it.
Which one?
One of the two guys dancing. You don't see that? That was like today. That happened today.
Let's see.
No, it was on the Discord.
What? Oh, that wasn't Kluge, was it? I thought it was Sean who sent that.
No, I thought it was Kluge, and then tag Sean.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I don't really know. It might be just someone that they worked together.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like a point to it. Thanks, Kluge. You wasted my time.
Right. You just send it privately. I don't hear it.
Movie time.
Movie time.
You got a big one, brother.
I do. Suicide Squad.
Are we gonna do the? So you're telling me we're some kind of motherfucking Suicide Squad? That's from the original movie.
Okay. So this really isn't a spoiler because obviously it's kind of just a redone version of they're the same fucking movie, just without Joker and different characters. But in the same sense is in the first 20 minutes, how many people died in the first movie? Of like these somewhat big actors. There's like 4.
I don't remember the first movie at all.
There was like 4. The boomerang dude.
Oh yeah.
He runs away, gets his head blown off.
Yeah, okay.
All that kind of stuff. You had 4 big actors gone in 11 minutes. 11 minutes it took them to die. I was banking on them being there because I wanted to see what their characters were like. Mm-hmm. So the first hour and 10 minutes were just like I mean, it's following the premise of the first one in the same sense of
They're like establishing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the last bit ended up being pretty good. The ending was pretty good, so it saved it. But Gunn went too far into the weird,
Which is what I was worried about.
And I wasn't a huge fan of the villain, the main enemy of the. It was just a boring one.
That's what I was worried about, because he has a tendency to do that, and like it looked like it was gonna be like that from the trailer and all the promo art and shit.
Yeah.
Like it looks super fucking like.
The shark's stupid. The shark is stupid. Like in certain aspects, it was like, all right, that's kind of cool, but for the most part, the shark's just stupid.
Yeah, but that was like Alligator Man. He was fucking stupid too.
But he played like he didn't. It wasn't just like a dumb character to be dumb.
Oh yeah.
The shark is literally dumb.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, mom, nom.
Yeah, well, he loves doing that shit. He fucking his style worked for like Guardians though. That's my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because but you had so many more like humanoid things, and it wasn't.
I don't
like
think
this,
Suicide Squad is meant to be like jokey like that though.
Not in the same as Guardians, no. And even Guardians wasn't like jokey. It was just like
but there's a
they
sense
were
of like
sarcastic with each other.
Off, like kinda, like the actual groups themselves, like the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, they take shit seriously, but there's also a level of like they goof off and they're sarcastic and they're kind of like
the Suicide Squad is literally called the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, they're all villains. I don't think they're meant to be like they're just not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've talked about it before. I don't like the premise anyway.
No, same.
I don't like the group of villains become fucking all of a sudden have drastic life changes and now they're
and
save the world, and it's
really
like,
wasn't even about Suicide Squad. It was about Task Force X.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Task Force X. So that was kind of annoying that it was Suicide Squad. So we were like, yeah, we're gonna get all the same characters. Oh, they're dead. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a completely different movie.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll watch it, but I'm not.
First one was overall better, but the ending of this one was better than the ending of the other one.
I'd have to rewatch the first one. I haven't seen that in a while. I only saw it once.
So I think I don't remember what I gave the first one. I think I gave the first one like a 7.2. This is probably like a 6.8. Like it's okay.
That's shitty though, because everybody was like, "Ooh, it's gonna be way better." People shat on the first movie a lot for, I think, an unnecessary reason.
Would have been better with more Joker.
It's not. I know, dude. If they had Joker the way they had Joker in fucking Justice League, bro. Bruh.
You know what? I think I'm gonna watch Justice League again.
I need more of that. I need more Leto Joker
so
like
good.
he was in Justice League. He was so fucking good.
It
was good. It would be not. I don't think it would be on the level of Heath Ledger, but it would be up there. Like it would be fucking pretty close. So I don't know.
Okay, I was worried that I forgot to put Snyder Cut on my top movies, but it's number 2. I did. I'm good.
I got. I watched a Jason Statham movie again.
Which one?
But it's actually a good one. Surprisingly.
Which one?
He has a lot of shit tier fucking movies. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed.
He's like Bruce Willis in that aspect.
But I watched Wrath of Man.
New movie.
It
was good.
Pretty good.
Okay, I've wanted to watch it. What's it on?
Pretty good. I just rented it off of YouTube. It's a $6 fucking rental though, because it's like brand new. So it's.
What do you get? 24 hours?
48. I think. I'd have to double check that, but
I'm so fucking busy. But I want to watch it.
It was good.
I have to do all of my homework today and tomorrow for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, I pretty much
have to graduate
finish,
essentially today.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty good. I don't want to spoil a whole lot. I think if I had one bitch, and if you watch it, you'll know. I wish they explored stuff a little more with his background, the background of his character.
I think that's the problem with a lot of his movies. You don't know a lot of it
because
you have to assume most of it.
And if you're not a fan of also if you're not a fan of like a flashback style of movie telling,
oh, okay,
it does do that. which is kind of tough. It does it like does it in a reasonable manner.
Okay, because there's
So, like,
there's
it's pretty
some
good.
there's some points in some movies where you're just like, are we forward or back? Where are we?
No, you could definitely tell the difference here.
Okay.
But it's one of those things where like the movie starts out, runs a course, and then we'll backtrack like 2 to 3 times, I think, in different. Well, it actually doesn't even do that. It actually like the movie starts and it runs like its main story, and then it backs all the way up and then runs from the beginning up to where they got. So it doesn't like go flip back and back and back and back. It runs it all in once. So, you know what's going on. Pretty good concept. But again, they dove a little bit into like his character's backstory,
And then pulled out.
and they did that in like the flashback, but then they pulled away from it and finished the movie out and didn't really address it again. I was kind of like, I wish. And the way that the ending happened was a little like kind of they blew their load type deal. And then,
gotcha.
So if I had one bitch, that would be it. I'd probably say 7-9.
7-9.
But otherwise, pretty good movie. Another classic case of he doesn't talk at all. He's got like maybe 20 lines in the whole movie, but he doesn't have to say anything, So
There's only two. Realistically, there's only 2 actors that can do that: Matt Damon in Bourne, and Jason Statham in all of his B movies.
yeah. So it was good. I definitely like the concept. Very different than what I'm used to with him. Not your typical run of the mill action movie. So big ups to that.
I have 2 things to say about Suicide Squad. One, my favorite Suicide Squad member dies. That's all I'm
Ugh.
gonna say.
Rough.
Which sucks. 'cause
It's always hard.
I'm pretty sure they are a quintessential Suicide Squad member, but whatever. Yeah, that sucks for me. Like that happened to me during Infinity War. My guy gone. My guy's gone. Black Panther, gone. Evaporated. But he comes back, obviously. But now he's dead. So like,
I was like, actually,
I can't watch. Like I seriously haven't been able to watch up to like I got up to King or Black Panther. Can't watch past because I'm just like I miss you.
Well, it's tough because it's going to be hard when they do his movie. Like, what are they going to...
Yeah, we don't know. So
That's going to be a rough...
Second thing.
We'll see how that goes.
John Cena. I think he played the role he was dealt very well. So I don't think it's necessarily his fault, but his character sucks. The helmet just looks ridiculous.
I know he looks... I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, good.
I'm sure if people know me, they know what I'm talking about.
Idris is the star of the show. Idris was awesome.
Of course, but it's also one of those things where, like, why the fuck do people insist on giving John Cena the light of day?
He wasn't the issue. He hasn't been the issue in both of those 2 movies, his new movies.
I guess. I don't know. I have a bad... Like, I have
Taste
John Cena the Marine stuck in my head.
Well, okay. Right.
Like, fucking dog water.
Yeah, but that's still like WWE John Cena with the 40-inch pants and the sideways hat.
Mm.
And he's still doing this in the Marine,
Yeah.
Can't see me. Okay. All right. Last thing, and then we'll end it. I know you don't agree with our take of Luke Skywalker, but it's right. Mike, I don't know if you saw that. Mike was like, I don't agree. Give me all the Luke Skywalker.
Yes and no.
But that is because you like nostalgia. Am I right?
I'm all for it too, though. Like, I mean, it's tough. Like,
I want it, but I want it. Don't give me a new series and then just put him in it. I want him to stick with his people.
I don't mind what they did putting him in Mandalorian. Like, I don't think it's horrible if they stick to it. If they just did it to where it was like a
one-off.
Yeah, then I'd be like, okay, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, because now
I really hate.
That's like a clear, like, you're milking it.
I really hate what they did
but
and I think Mike said this. I'm more of I hate what they did in the sequel or the newest sequels. The sequels, whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah.
The newest movies where they're just like, he's a teacher, he's dead.
That, yeah. Okay. No, my bitch with the new movies is first one was okay. Second one we don't talk about. And
There was so much making up to do for the third one.
The third one retconned the entire fucking second movie.
Yeah.
Which is like, it makes it makes the second movie better, but it also makes it a dud. Like, it's just
there was no reason to have it
matter.
Yeah.
And then Luke dies then effectively for no reason.
Yeah.
Because it didn't matter. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, and I'm a huge fan of fucking Palpatine. Like,
wait, did he say that Anakin was better though?
I think so. Huge fan of Palpatine. Like, love his character, love it. But I'm also like, at this point, all of the movies are about him and centered around him. Like I said before, I want
start
more.
to finish, we've had nothing but them.
Yeah, and I really thought, like, I was surprised because I really thought, new sequence of movies, first one, second one, like, damn, we got a new Sith Lord. I'm kind of pumped. Palpatine.
Wait, he only called me out. Was it only me that shat on Luke?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I think I was also like...
Okay, yeah, he was like, Rian Johnson destroyed Luke's legacy in The Last Jedi. Favreau and Filoni redeemed him in Mando Season 2. Luke's appearance at the end of Season 2 was absolutely amazing.
I liked it. I think it was well placed. My biggest concern
was... He had said that they're back with Mando 3.
Right, and that was my thing. So that was definitely my biggest concern.
I don't want to see a CGI dude for an entire season.
I mean, yeah. I don't know how much he's going to be in it, though. That's where, like, the concept art, I will say the concept art tickles my gourd. Like, I've
never heard that, but that's
I would rather have a series go off on, like, a Baby Yoda thing than the actual, like, lore of the Mandalorian, because I just don't care about him. Like,
I'm the opposite.
You're the opposite of that. So, like, if I'm going to see the series through, I would rather... Don't get me wrong, I'd like the Mandalorian stuff, but I'd also be more interested in seeing Luke take Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's, like, making the little lightsaber in the fucking... Yeah. Like, that shit is kind of cool. That I'd rather... But it's also one of those things where, like, how...
with their lore, and I'm in love with clones and...
Right.
That
and it's also... But it's also, like, how far can you go? Like, the Baby Yoda is it's a doll. It's a puppet. Like, you can't... There's only so much... Yeah. CGIing you can do, unless you full CGI the whole thing. You see what I'm saying?
Which would be sucky.
But then we're talking about fuck ton of money that you're going to put into it. Like, so how, like, capability wise, are they even able to?
It'll be weird to see what they do and how they do it, because obviously Luke is much older, and maybe they'll just have it as in way later in life where he is already himself and large and whatnot. But
right, and I know that, like,
but
they made it canon.
That was the really bad part about Rogue One, was them trying to keep Tarkin alive.
Yeah,
Tarkin's been dead for 40 years. Please stop CGIing dead people to meet your narrative.
I also
you could have just been like, oh, Tarkin's going to be here, and then you have the shuttle fly in, and then cutscene.
Yeah,
or something, whatever. I didn't need to see Tarkin. The same way I didn't need to see a young Luke again. It could have just been like a dude in a robe with a green lightsaber, and I would have got the gist. But you had to make his face come on.
But
and
see, if I'm gonna pick though, if you're gonna do it at all, you either don't do it, or you do what they did.
No,
that's where I'm like,
I guess that you're right there. It would be better if they just didn't do it, in my opinion. But
because I'm also, but at some point they got to progress the Baby Yoda thing. So I don't know. The show itself actually put itself in kind of such a bind. Like, it forced them to make a move.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to train the Baby Yoda? We have to figure this out. We have to pick.
Should have been Ahsoka.
That I agree with. That, yes.
Don't
give me that one.
Yeah. Don't act like you're about to give us tons of Ahsoka and then it's one episode for 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
I want Ahsoka. Come on. She's the best.
But
I also just want young Anakin again. Miss him.
yo, fucking bet. That's yes.
I really wish that they did like a live version of like the Clone Wars series. Oh, I would die for that.
If you got like the same like actors and everything from the movies and just ran them through the Clone Wars like plot line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fucking nuts.
But you'd have all like the personalities of. Yes, it would be really hard for the guy who plays the clones because he has to play every single clone ever, and I mean, which he does in the animated show anyway. He's the voice of all of them, so
right?
He has the most work, but it would just be so beautiful.
That's
to see real life Rex. To see
if I was gonna pick like a chunk of time that I really liked.
Ventress in real life. Oh, come on.
Yeah, like if I was gonna pick a chunk of like the Star Wars lore that I really liked, it was the prequel series. I know people are gonna fucking flame me for that one.
Nah, dude, we're on the same page there.
But like the actual, give me more fucking young Obi-Wan, young Yoda, a little bit of Mace Windu. Like we're throwing in the robots. I love the robots and clones. Beef, fucking Count Dooku. I think he was a little bitch boy, but
he's dead, so we can't use Count Dooku. It has to be a different guy.
Yeah, but God, that was a good pick for actor.
Oh, it was perfect for
like spot the fuck on. So like, it was just, good.
It was, and I know they'll never do a live action version of the Clone Wars series. Just would have been cool.
No,
or even like the live action of the Bad Batch.
Oh, it was that. It's that, or I'm telling you, I want my Sith shit, dude. I think
Again,
too many times in the Star Wars universe, it's like
Sith. Give it
the Jedi win, woo! Like, and it's like no, give me fucking Riven, give me fucking
Riven. It's Revan.
Revan, whatever the fuck. No, I was thinking of a guy in Destiny. There's a character in Destiny. His name Riven.
Okay,
I was mixing them up. Sorry.
Revan is the greatest Sith ever.
Yeah, like give me those
Jedi,
guys, dude.
But
like,
yeah, I just want an old Republic. Like I don't know how many times that I used to watch the old Republic cutscenes, like the trailers, and when they spliced them all together, and just been like, because they had essentially.
It's like a movie.
They weren't clones, but they had like armor like clones,
yeah.
And those were those guys fighting Sith Lords, like 30 Sith Lords at once.
Yeah,
and like the battles were way more epic.
Yeah, like I read up on like how the Emperor came and like his master and all that shit. It's like I want more of
which is all attached to this old Republic.
Yeah, and I want like his master and all that.
Which
like,
I think they've talked about doing the old Republic. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's my
Bad Batch, dude. You haven't seen any of it, right?
No, should I?
Yes.
Is it still going?
Yeah, season finale's this week.
Is it a toasty one?
Yeah.
It's
It's really fucking good.
I might have to run it.
You do. It's 16. It's gonna be a 16 episode season.
That's not bad.
30 minutes.
That's what I need. I need shows like that. That's why I was thinking about rerunning the fucking Clone Wars.
Do it.
Because I need 30-minute episode shows.
It's the greatest.
I remember it when I was a kid.
All right, let's end this.
But
love you all as always. Tag still available. Obviously, no one's buying them because we're losers. Rogue has a new flavor out, so go check them out. Use the code HWR2020, all
what
caps.
Is it again?
Blood orange.
Oh, dude, I might have to. I want to get a pack of that. I don't want to get a full tub.
Yeah, try it. Thank you, GoPro, OGO. We just re-upped with OGO again.
Whoop!
Stack up as always. If you got the extra money and you want to help some people out, stack up. You good? Okay. Go ahead.
Firebeat!
Big party sounds. Pavilion Machining Tool, you're the best. Falcon. I haven't done one of these in a while.
Falcon lovemaking
But
moment.
I want to
show you my penis. No.
You know what I want to do.
Oh boy. Woo!
I love you.
He's even got that innocent fucking anime schoolgirl look on his face. It's fucking gross.
Got that. I got a ring for you if you want it.
Oh god. That was nasty.
Nah, he made us some cool new cars for a throwback race we're running. So he's the best. Love you. Go check out our streams. Trying to get back onto the Monday, Wednesday, Sunday grind, but school is making that difficult. So hopefully in the next few weeks we'll kind of get back to that. For sure Mondays, sometimes Wednesdays.
Guess we
most of
might
the
be
time
making
Sundays.
an appearance soon on some dummy streams in the week.
Oh, well, that's right.
Oh.
We're going to be out of school a little easier.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we'll get that back rolling.
Dude, you got to get on fucking Rogue Company. Is that what the game's called?
Yeah, I'm not getting that game.
Dude, it's good. What do you mean? It's so good.
I'm about to pre-order Battlefield though, because I really want to play that with you guys.
That's true. I did get BF5 and I was like, fuck, I hate Battlefield. I just hate the concept
I don't
of
think
it.
it came out very well. 5 did.
No.
Because 1 was good. We played 1 a lot.
Hot swapping attachments on the new game though. Woo, that's gonna be a fucking.
So again, thank you all. Kick ass. Keep funding us by watching our streams, so that we can have a race car one day. Okay, bye.
Whoop.